Hello everybody, welcome back to another video by NovaPans Handpans. Today we're going to be teaching you pattern number 12. Like we said and promised in our previous video, today's going to be a little more percussive. By that I mean we're going to be involving the knuckle more, and we may have less melody involved, but this is what it's going to sound like. Something like that. Instead of doing we're going to be doing which really feels like a completely new riff, and it's a little bit more funky, you could say. So in a way this is a kind of the beginning of a developed new series. It's still the same series, but slightly different ambience being created. So what we have is 1, 2, 5. Now I'm playing 1 and 2 together with the right hand, that is. They're all playing together for the chord, but the right hand is playing 1 and 2. Now if your hand doesn't reach that far, don't worry, just ignore the 1, just play the 2. But I'm going to be playing with the 1 just because it is nice to have that ding note there to create the triad, create the full chord. But don't, if you can't reach it, that's okay. And there's something interesting there for the third chord, but let's just begin by notating those first two. So we've got 1, 5, 2, and then we go 2, 5 knuckle, and the knuckle is just next to the ding. So trying to work out how to distinguish between the knuckle on the edge, knuckle on the ding. But for now, we'll just notate it as a standard knuckle. So we're going to need. Let's try to make this as long as possible, so we can fit as many notes on as possible. 5 staves, 5 lines, as we know from our Western music notation. We're playing a percussion instrument. Pitch is not specified, so we're going to notate the percussion clef like that, 2 lines, and we're in a 4/4 time signature. We're still playing 4/4. I like it now. I've noticed that there's a slight edge of the tip here of the what do you call it? The whiteboard marker, so I can make it cleaner. So we've got 2, 5, 1 being played together. So 2 down here, we know, 5 here, and 1, which is notated in the middle for now. But honestly, and I think we'll do this in the next pattern, we rewrote the ding to be down below all the other notes, just to give a reference of its pitch, its relative pitch, what it sounds like with the pitch in relation to the other notes. For example, the ding is the lowest note, so in theory it should be lower than all the others. We just put it on the middle line because visually when you draw the handpan, you've got your middle note there. That's why, but that's okay. We'll just do that for now. So you've got 2, 5, 1, right, and then you play 2, 5 separately. 2, 5. So it's the exact same rhythm which we've been doing already. 2 semiquavers there. And it plays a knuckle, and I'm just trying to work out the rhythm. Yeah, knuckle 5, 2, 5. Knuckle 5, 2, 5. That's their own group of 4 semiquavers there. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing for 3. 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Semiquavers there. Knuckle, 5, 3, 5. New chord. And this is where it gets interesting because it is the same rhythm once you get to 4, 4 and 5. But because I like to use the ding for the left hand there. You would assume that I'd move to keep it on the 5, as we have been doing for all of the previous patterns. And the reason I realise why I do that is because I want to keep the bass going, and the ding represents the bass, you see. So that's why I want to keep the ding. So what I'm going to do is notate it like that. So we've got 4, 5. 4 and 1. 4, 1 knuckle. And that's the rhythm. And it's just a diatonic. It's just 2 notes. 4, 5. I've done 4 and 5, but I want to do 4 and 1, don't I? So, just ignore that bit. I fully understand all my music teachers and the occasional mistakes they make now, because, you know, there's a lot going on. So, credit to them. 4 and 1. 4, 1 knuckle. Knuckle 1, 4. And I actually go to 5 there. Knuckle 1, 4, 5. So it might seem complicated, but all it is really is I'm just preparing for the next set, which essentially is the same as the second set, you know, 3, 5, 1. But slowly, let's do that third set. By set, I mean sets of 2 beats at a time, because they seem to be family related. You know, they stay within the same chord. So, second bar, first beat. We've got 4 and 1. Quaver, followed by 4, 1 semiquaver, knuckle 1, 4, 5. It's all right, left hand positions. That's what it sounds like sped up. Yeah, and then we essentially go back to 3, 5. Which we have here for you, but I'll notate it again. 3, 5, 1. 3, 5. Knuckle. 5, 3, 5. And you just basically repeat those. Like that. That's exactly what that is. So from the beginning, we've got one, repeat. So knock on the space between. Yeah. Repeat. What's interesting is playing it from sheet music is a very different process, my process, to playing it without the sheet music. I can do both, but it was interesting to just play it from the page there. That's the only one to watch out for, the second bar, first two beats, because you're not playing your expected triad, or you're not even playing your expected fifth note. We're actually playing 4 and 1, followed by 4, 1, knuckle, 1, 4, 5. It's completely unconventional according to all of the previous patterns we've covered. So that's something to watch out for. Otherwise, everything is your typical right, left pattern, so there's nothing special going on. The note numbers will be written in the sheet music from novapans.com/learn. And yes, it's a cool one, another good one to learn. And we will develop it in the next pattern. Something like this. We just did that actually in previous patterns, but you see how we're combining the use of the percussion here with more melody. So it's all variations. And I promise I'll have this cushion fixed for next time properly also. Excellent. I'll see you at the next pattern. Thank you.